Hi, welcome to the Heretic Hour. My name is Loretta, and I'm glad you're here. This is episode 2. The date is September 23rd, 2022. Tried to do this a couple of days ago, and it got interrupted, so I guess Spirit decided it wasn't exactly the right time. So, I do know that Spirit wants me to do these. The Heretic Hour is about truth, knowledge, love, and light. I started a weekly meeting in my small community here. Yes. The last meeting was interesting. We had a couple new people come in. Yeah. They came in like this, but they left with their hands in their lap. So, progress. A little bit of progress. But anyway, a heretic is a person holding an opinion at odds with what is generally accepted. Without punishers, heretics would be nothing more than people with different ideas. Thinking different is the starting point for progress. 4 famous heretics: Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, last but not least, Jesus Christ. They nailed him to the cross because he was a heretic. The witches of Salem, heretics. I am a heretic. And I would like to, I should have brought the books over, but there are 2 books that I really recommend. There's this young author that is just busting out. And the last, 5 years, I think, maybe a little more. But he's young. He's in his 30s, so for me that's young. I'm on the backside of 70, so that's young. And anyway, the first book I want to recommend, the title is The Illusion of Us. The second book, The Stage of Time. The author's name is Matthew Lacroix. It's spelled LACroix. Excellent. Excellent. His style of reading is like watching a documentary. So it's real easy. It's real easy to just go with the flow and your imagination and all. So anyway, I wanted to recommend that. I think I've got 3 oracle decks sitting out. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to pull on yet, but I'm ready. And since I've recommended that reading, I also want to mention Eric von Daniken. Now, he wrote The Chariots of the Gods. I believe, when did that come out? That was his first copy, I think, come out in the early 80s, I want to say. Possibly back to 68, but I'm not real sure. I loaned my copy out and haven't gotten it back yet. But in there, Erica, since then, he does lectures all the time. And he's from Sweden. Really great guy. But there's, if you've read the Bible or you plan on reading the Bible or you do read it, Eric sends a message out that 200 years ago, the wrong translations were used in the Bible. You know, they were, but they were old and in a different time, and their interpretation was different. So, in order to facilitate a new, fresh read in the Bible, I want you to, maybe jot this down or keep a mental note of what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what Eric told me and a lot of other people. There are some words in the Bible that if you translate to a modern word, which I'm going to give you, you will see what you're reading and understand what you're reading with fresh eyes, fresh ears, and a fresh perspective. Okay, the first word in the Bible is heaven. Now, when you read that word, translate that into space. That's what it is. Those are interchangeable words. Heaven and space means the same thing. The next word, angel. Angel in the Bible is an extraterrestrial. So change it to ET/extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. And the archangel, that is a guiding leader of an extraterrestrial race. That's what that means. He's a leader in his race of extraterrestrial beings. The fallen angel, that is extraterrestrial mutiny. Okay? And, okay, I'll just keep going. Rabbit hole popped up and I don't want to go there yet. Okay, and the next word, the highest. Now, when you read this, it means extraterrestrial leader. The word God means extraterrestrial. And as I'm saying that, I've got another book to recommend to you. It is titled The Naked Bible. Wish I had that one over here right now too, and I don't. The Naked Bible. Eric Von Daniken has done. Was it Eric? Yeah, Eric did some videos with him, the author. Mario. He's an Italian man, older man. He spent 10 years working with the Vatican transcribing old text. He's a linguist. So he knows the language. He breaks it down. The transcribing is correct. Okay. Now the next word, and also, I'm sorry, before I move on, the Naked Bible, Marion, I'm pretty sure that's his name, is also on some videos with Paul Anthony Wallace. He does the fifth kind. Now, Paul Anthony Wallace was a minister for like 30 years. He traveled the world. He helped leaders of churches and to translate what they were reading from the Bible. They're very smart. But these people are on YouTube, and you can check them out if this interests you. Okay, the next, not exactly a word, but an explanation. In the Bible, you will read splendorous of the highest. Splendorous of the highest. Translation, space shuttle vehicle. That's right. A space shuttle vehicle is splendorous of the highest. Next word, throne. That is the co-pilot seat. Co-pilot seat. That's how Eric reads it. Like I said, you get a new understanding and insight and perspective when you put it into modern day terms. Okay, the word temple in the Bible, that's a building with no roof. Ezekiel chapter 40. In fact, I just had, I thought I wasn't going to have to, or I couldn't bring it out today, what I was going to. Okay, Loretta, what'd you do with it? Did you? Oh, yeah, I do have it right here. Yeah, here we go. Ezekiel's spaceship. Yeah, yeah. It's a book. The temple is a building with no roof. In Ezekiel chapter 40. There's also, I'm going to recommend another book. This book is authored by Joseph F. Blumrich. He wrote The Spaceships of Ezekiel. He was deputy chief of the Department of Hydraulic Structure at the United Austrian Iron and Steel Workers in Linz, Austria from 1951 until 1959, when he immigrated to the United States to join the U.S. space program when NASA began. He came to the United States at the age of 46. He worked at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Madison County, Alabama, on the design research for the Saturn V rocket, various satellites, Skylab, and the Space Shuttle. He was chief of NASA's Advanced Structural Development Branch when he retired in 1974 at the age of 60. Okay, now the spaceship measurements you'll find in Ezekiel chapter 40, verse 4 through 37. Ezekiel chapter 40, verses 42, 47, 48, 49. What I call a docking station, he calls like the temple, I guess, and the measurements are in Ezekiel chapter 41, 1 through 26, verses 1 through 26. Chapter 42, verses 1 through 20. Chapter 43, verses 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Now, I'm going to show you what the space shuttle and what I call the docking center. Some call it an altar, some call it a temple. Okay, right here. This is the space shuttle. This is what Ezekiel saw. They built this at NASA. This guy that I recommend the book, Blumenthal, built this. And then there was another man in another country who built the station. This is what I call the docking station. It was called the altar in the book in the picture that I got. But that's where it would land on. And yeah, it's the Millennial Temple, is what its proper name is. Anyway, it's very interesting. It's very good. And I also gave that, I try to enlighten people, so I give them reading material, and I tend to lose it, so I've got to replace that. Okay, in the book, the word throne, I told you that. That's co-pilot seat, temple, we got that. Okay, next one, guardian of the skies. You will read this term in the Bible. Guardian of the skies. Translated, extraterrestrials. Fiery chariot. Translation, space shuttle vehicle. Ark of the Covenant. Translation, extraterrestrial object. Cities in heaven. Translation, extraterrestrial spaceship. Yes. And there are some of us that are of the mind that Jesus uh, was like an avatar or a hybrid. He absolutely was divine. The way I understand it from the various books that I've read and the research that I've done, um, the creator source put a call out in heaven. Earth was in trouble. The people of Earth were in trouble and needed help. And it was going to call for someone to go down there, live their life, and give their life for the sake of love of mankind, to give them purpose and hope and light and love, to show them a better way. Jesus, which was only his most recent name because he'd been here before, Jesus answered the call. So he was, what do we call it? Artificially implanted into a young woman, girl. She was young. And that's how that came about. You got to do your own reading, your own research. But this is just some of the material that is really valuable and good to learn. And so if you want to try looking at the Bible with some modern day translations to get a better grasp on it, that definitely, those translations help. Like I said, check Eric Von Daniken out if you haven't. Paul Anthony Wallace, absolutely. He also has what's called the Fifth Kind TV. These are all on YouTube. Paul Anthony Wallace has written 3 books. They're marvelous. So, but I'll stop there with that. Okay, now, how are we doing on time? Okay, about 20 minutes. So I'm going to try and make this shorter than the last one. Friend thought, that might be good. So that's what I'm going to try. Now, I have my own ET experiences. About 3 years ago, before I ever knew I was going to show up on YouTube, I had personal cards printed out. And I have one here. No. But anyway, and under that, my title is Experiencer. Well, I found a woman online who created a deck, the ET Experiencer. This deck right here. Yeah. I think my jaw dropped because I'd been wishing and hoping that somebody would do something like this. And the creator of this deck is Tana Newberry and Misha Johnston. TanaNewberry.com. She's got her own website. Check it out. If you're a reader, you can go sign up there and volunteer to give or receive readings, practice readings. Everything's free, practice readings. But this ET Oracle deck, it's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for me to find. And I thought today I would try to maybe use it a little bit in Heretic Hour. I have been recording, I guess it's called a journal. In fact, I just started another one too. I'm Evidently, I have a shamanic soul, or I'm a soul shaman. So I started my meditation this morning. It's wonderful. So anyway, it's one of the things I'm pursuing to help me evolve. But in my little journal here, I think of questions I want to ask Spirit, and if it's late, if it's not the right time of day, or things are too much, or whatever, I'll write it down, and then I'll go back. I'll tend to it probably the next morning is usually what I do after my meditation and prayers. And one of my first questions, in fact, this first question I've got in here about ETs, I ask Spirit, are extraterrestrials sentient beings with a soul? I got yes. I didn't get just yes. I got yes with a judgment card. Yes. So that was really good. And after that, I asked if I was supposed to do a video channel on the Heretic Hour. And I got yes. King of Swords, the truth card. So here we are, episode 2. Hopefully, we'll all evolve and learn and grow through some of what goes on here. I certainly hope so. I trust that that's where Spirit's going with this. And then I asked Spirit another question here. And if you've got questions for Spirit about ETs or anything Heretic Hour related, put it in the comment section. Or if you don't want to put it there, my email address, send it to me. MothersTarot@gmail.com. Or, no, I tell you what, you don't need to use that one because I've got an email for the Heretic Hour. And it is TheHereticHour@gmail.com. There you go. There you go. Okay, the next questions I asked Spirit. Are we supposed to trust all extraterrestrial beings? Gotta know. I got the 3 of cups, I got the 7 of cups. 7 of cups. So that's a no. We're not supposed to trust them all. And yeah, here's another good question I asked, because I got a major arcana reply on it. I asked, did the Anunnaki, and when you see or read the word Anunnaki, all that means is that they came from heaven to earth. It does not identify a particular extraterrestrial group or species or beings. It's a fishbowl with all of them in it. Term Anunnaki. That's what it is. It just means that they are not from Earth. They're off world. Excuse me. So my question was to Spirit, did the Anunnaki use an Earth primate to help create mankind on Earth? Reply was yes, and we got the world card. So, and then right after that, I asked, do souls incarnate as an extraterrestrial before incarnating as a human on Earth? I got a yes. It's 4 cups. But I got a yes on that. So, and there are other questions. Let's see, anyway. We're at 25 minutes, so I'll leave that there for now. But, if, like I said, if you've got a question about this, please ask, And what question should I ask the Oracle card? How about this? I'll ask Spirit, what information is important for us as a collective to know at this time for the greater good of all? What information is important for the collective to know at this time for the greater good of all regarding extraterrestrials? And I'm using the extraterrestrial oracle deck. What information is important for us, the collective, to know at this time about extraterrestrials for the greater good of all? Okay. I'm not real sure. I'm gonna pull another one. But it says group experiencer, you shared an experience with others. I don't know. Does that mean something? Well, I know I did. I actually shared my abduction experience, the first one I could remember, with the Heretic group, or the Heretic Hour, the meeting that I have here. The next one I pulled, there it is, Starseed. It says you're a descendant of the stars. And I always like to pull three, so I'm going to pull one more. Oh. It says, consider regression. Your subconscious remembers more. I haven't had any regression work. I don't know, would you be up for it? I think I would. They cost a lot of money, though. If I had somebody who really knew what they were doing, want to do it for me, help me with that, that'd be really great. But other than that. So anyway, that was good. I probably should have saved those cards so I could. Actually, I'll write it down when I do the replay. Then I can make a note of it. Okay. And now, I guess we're going to send this off with a message, some guidance from our Spirit of the Animal oracles. Our Spirit of the Animal oracle. I love these cards, man. Look at the back side of this. Bison on top, bear, eagle, wolf. Gee, just beautiful. Artwork is just fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Spirit of the animals. What guidance is important for the collective to know at this time, for the greater good of all? What guidance is important for the collective, for the greater good of all? Spirit, what guidance is important for the greater good of all? The collective. Okay, there we go. First pull is penguin. Authentic. The message is, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. That's really nice. Yeah, it is. We're trying times, so I'm going to pull 3. Oh, the ladybug. Good luck. Says you are bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Isn't that pretty? Those are wonderful, loving words. Sounds like spirit. And now lastly but not least, we have the tiger, fire. And the message is, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. How very true. Spirit is always with us. All right. Well, there you have it. I hope you made it to the end with me. And thank you, my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the new ones stopping by, thank you. Please hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithms push the channel, and it helps. It helps a lot. And I really appreciate you being here. Thank you all very much. I send much loves and blessings. I like to say send loves and blessings to you all. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. I love you. You have a good day. You're blessed beyond belief. You are a blessing beyond belief. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.